Hello, welcome to another QA-Automan tutorial. Last time we talked about creating a base page for all of our page objects. You can find that tutorial down below. Today we're going to talk about implicit weights, how to set them up, and how they are useful in our tests. To start up your implicit weights, you want to, after you instantiate your driver, you're going to right below, it's usually where you set it up, driver dot manage dot timeouts dot implicit weights or weight. And there's going to be two arguments that you're going to place in here. The time, I usually do seconds. So for time, I'm going to say 5 seconds, and then the time unit, which is time unit dot, and it could be minutes, seconds, so usually seconds are most of what people use. If you're a milliseconds person, more power to you. So 5 seconds is our wait time. So what is implicit wait doing for us? Implicit wait will, every time you try to find, the driver tries to find an element. So anytime driver.findElement is called, it will try to find that element within the time you have specified. And this is for every single find. So as long as you've set this up, it will do it for every single find, which is really good because if after 5 seconds it's not found, you want the test to fail, that this was really useful. This implicit weights does not work for page loads. So once if you're trying to use this for a page load, it won't. It ignores page loading. So remember that when you use implicit weights. Also, if you are loading up a page and the implicit weight is set, and the element you're trying to find it shows up even though the page isn't fully loaded, it will move forward, even if it only took a few milliseconds. So don't rely on implicit weights for page loading. It's a big negative. Also with implicit weights, how it may hurt you is if you set it to something large, maybe even like say 10 seconds, and your tests start to fail, and you let this run on the background and you go and you start testing something else, it will take 10 seconds per find. So if you have 100 tests and you know they're all going to fail, servers down or something, and you don't know about it until it's going to finish up, it's going to take 10 seconds per test. So I really recommend to put a very low value, 3 to 5 seconds tops. After that, you want to go in and try to figure out another way to execute your test. But I usually use implicit weights. I like them. They're really, really useful. If you are thinking about using explicit weights, you want to use either or. So use implicit weights or use explicit weights. This is a one-time setup. So once this is set up, it will forever be running for you. I can just you won't really notice in my example when I run this, you won't see a difference. What I could do is come here and add a bunch of gibberish here. Facebook main feed. No, that's the feed. I don't want to do that. I will go to main page. Let's do what is this testing? This is testing this one. So go here. We're gonna mess this guy up right here. Just a bunch of stuff, a bunch of gibberish. And we're gonna run our test. Which test is it? Sign up test? Run. So it's gonna load up, it's gonna start the test, it's gonna load up the page. Remember, I set it to 5 seconds. So page is loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Probably started the count a little late, but So yeah, so you notice it took the time to kind of search for it. So that's why it is a useful tool, especially if you are waiting. Like a page does take a little bit time, a long time to load. Once the page load, but there's still some more stuff that's still being called in, say like an Ajax call or something like that. Implicit wait will be really really useful for you. In my next video, I will talk about explicit waits. So look forward to that video. Until then, I'll see you guys later.